Okay. Dear ones, I am Munnara. I come to you from the wings of light, the wings of prayer. We are honoring those of you who are standing, maybe not honoring is the correct terminology, but we are standing right next to those of you in deep personal pain. We wish to acknowledge that the human condition, part of it is to have pain. For those of you particularly who choose to grow spiritually, many forms of pain are part of it, or maybe increase it, we would say, your ability to have greater compassion for those around you and in time for yourselves. We would wish for you we have many thoughts among our collective here. They are throwing at me many different thoughts. We would ask for you, those of you who are in travail, to consider this ritual, to actually write down on paper, or even better, to find stones and write on the stones what you are releasing. And then to put those on the ground in a circle and to stand in the center and then stomp on all of these things you are releasing. So it would be a fine way of, we know that this is one small action when the situation is grand. And yet we would ask that you take this ritual to heart, and that somehow you throw these things down and then stomp upon them, release them. We would ask that you 3 times a day, at least 3 times a day, you say to Spirit, and presently, I will give thanks for this, although I do not feel that, but please, send me the blessing. Send me what I am to learn. Open my heart to whatever it is here for me to learn. And if you can say that to Spirit quite consciously, at least 3 to 4 times a day, with your presence, truly your presence, then in 6 to 8 to 10 days, you will have answers to this question that you ask. Christy, we speak to you, dear one. We know that you are in great travail and great grieving and great sadness. We would ask that you lay on the ground and that you feel it and give it to the ground, give it to the earth. And then after a session such as that, that you arise and say, I don't understand, I don't get it. And yet I am open to receive what the blessing is here. And as another person has stated in this group, you can also say, I am merely human. I am human with this great big spirit part of myself. And my humanality is in desperate pain. Spirit, please help me. Help me find a new way. Help me find an opening amongst this travasity, we cannot find the word, among this pain that we feel. So you could say this to your guides, to Spirit. And you could put yourself on, oh, they say that will not work. My team here behind me, one moment, please. We would say, grieve it, and then stand away from it. As often as you can, put the situation separate from yourself and wait. Do what you must do to heal yourself and to know that there is a bigger picture than that which you can see. And wait. There are no easy answers in this situation. There are ways that you can receive healing. There are ways that you can be in loving kindness with yourself, where you can feel your feelings. And there is this surrender of it, because it is not in your control. So we would ask that you be with the pain and then set it aside. Be with it, set it aside. Be with it, set it aside. And in the times you set it aside, if you run, run. If you dance, put on music and dance. If you want to scream at spirit and tell spirit, we use these words, excuse us, how fucked that it is, you have full permission to do all of that. So we ask you to be with it in some, keeping with it, but in some new ways, if it is possible for you. And then maybe there will be some breaths of light, breaths of something that you hear or know or see or feel. But indeed, it is fully feeling it and then stepping away from it or raging at it, fully feeling at it, and then stepping away and being in a different space. In time, there will be answers for you, and we have no, in time could be a long time. So but we do ask that you find peace for it. We know it is unacceptable and is these other things that people have spoken about, trauma, abuse, these things, they are unacceptable. And so you declare that, and then you declare yourself holy, and you go on. So we would ask that you take of whatever is of benefit from what we have shared here and employ it.